circles, but definitely those who come from Kenya, they've heard about circles. The most one I reference is a Mwalimu Sacco. You know, that is what they know, Steamer Sacco and the rest of the things. So we do have diaspora circles as well. They are all registered in Kenya because we do not have any regulations for the circles here in the United States. So if somebody is telling you there is a circle that is actually registered here, then something is inaccurate because there are no regulations in the United States governing the circles to operate. So all these diaspora circles you hear, they're actually registered back in Kenya. And the law we use is the Chapter 490 Act that is governing all the circles. So even if we are based here, of which 99% of our members are actually here in the United States, we are spread around the United States, that's the 50 states of the US. I come from Colorado. She's from here. He's from here. He's from Texas, and the rest who are not here, we are all over the place. But we chose to come here and meet you because our members, we have quite a number of members who are here who suggested, could we start, because this is our first physical AGM, can we start from the Minneapolis? The next time we're going to go to a different place. So this circle here is choosing the people of common bond. The people of common bond in that we share the same values. As a circle, we have laid out, we want people who have respect, we want people who are honest, people who are development conscious, we need professionalism. Those are kind of values that we seek. And we also strive to make sure the person who comes in can get somebody who vouches for them. So if somebody vouches for you, first of all, he has to be a member of that circle. And then he has to make sure he's able to can actually stand in for you in case of any circumstance. You come in, there's a problem, the person first we have to go to is your referral. So this is a member referral circle only. We are young, we are almost 236 right now. We are going at that pace because we have to make sure the person who comes in has to be vetted. So we have the process that we follow. Get introduced, we vet you, we make sure you have good standing in the community. You know, you've heard about what is happening around here. People start some merry-go-round, some welfare association, 2-3 days, all they've disappeared with other people's money. And that is what we do not tolerate. Zero tolerance with members' money when it comes to misuse. We are here as the leaders. We are not drawing any money from the members yet, even if the ministry states that we have to get that money because it's a legal requirement. As we have said, we want to give back to the community until the circle grows. We registered this circle July the 20th, 2020. But we started the kickoff with a prayer from Pastor Bonnie Gitugi. I don't know if you know that. And also our pastor is the one who crowned that meeting. And that is how we start. We put God first. So we started our kickoff 9/15. So by 9/15 last year, that is when we finished a year. When we finish another year, it's going to be 9/15 of this year. So we are a year and maybe a few months. And we are still seeing how the fruits of doing things right. I don't know if you've heard in the United States, sorry, not only the United States, the diaspora, that is on Qatar, Europe, the US, Australia, name all those continents, you can name it. Those diaspora circles, we were the only fortunate people to remain with the registration or the license to operate. So there are only 3, that is the USA diaspora, we have us, that is the Grand diaspora, and then there is also one in the UK. So the rest, either they're in the queue to make things right, as per the regulation is, or they have been told they can get something like a company or an investment company of the sort. So as we followed the regulation, that is why we're here. And we even told the ministry when we were starting, we want to be an exemplary circle, that when you go out there, people are not able to see only where they can go put their money. They can see where they can invest, they can see people of common bond, they can see people of good values, they share the same interest. So when they come, they feel like they're coming in the family. So if you happen to come to the circle, you know somebody knows somebody who knows somebody. I'm there with my husband, I'm there with my son. Pastor is here, is my father's mentee, yeah, father's mentee. His son is right there. That is kind of how we go. Ontiri is a brother. We have met not by blood, is a brother in Christ. And we have worked together really good. So that is how kind of, you know, how things go. Pam here was brought in by a very good friend who I also call like a brother. He's a friend and a great friend to Miss Pam, and Pam also has a friend. So that is how kind of we are coming in.
My wife is also there, and her friend.
I know, right?
So,
yes, yeah. So we are there. We make sure the people who are coming in, we do not coerce you to come in. You have to see a need for you to join in. And when you are joining in, you need to be able to trust us. We need to be able to trust you. Once you break that trust, that's where you see all this problem with the circles and everything. So registration, everything is done online. Our banking system, that's why we have our sister here, Madam Julie. We also another bank, KCB. They were not able to be here, but they will be joining us during the AGM. And for them to even come on board with us, they also have to be approved by the ministry. Like you here, you put your money and then something collapses, your money goes. So it's not gonna go because the ministry has to make sure we vetted the bank. The bank has to vet us as well for them to make sure we are doing something right so that we can be able to bank with them. The ministry has to vet them to make sure they are fully insured. If the bank goes down, it doesn't go down with our money or the members' money. So we are making sure we are doing everything legally correct and everything that is tangible for people to see the good fruits what they are doing. We may go slow, but we want to make sure that slowness is actually the fastest way to reach where we are going. When you rush up and you don't do things right, sometimes there are so many hiccups. So we want to minimize the hiccups as much as we can to make sure what we are doing reflects who the circle is, who are the people in the circle. Like now we really have quite a variety of, or diversity I should say, of members in the circle. We have pastors in the circle. We have like 6 now. Boni Getuge, we have Pastor Okemwa, we have Pastor Ezra Okioma, we have Pastor Musiere, we have Pastor Richard, and then and Pastor Harold Matwetwe. So for those people where you see they're actually making sure we are doing things right. They're always there to make sure we put God first. Whatever we are doing, we are not doing what can please the devil. Yeah. And then we also have the people, as I mentioned, we had around 99% of the membership is here. We have quite a little percentage back on the ground. The little percentage back on the ground, they're there because they are going to be advising us. Our interest is actually to save back home in Kenya. When you save back home, as Brother Ontiri said, you want to make sure you're getting the right information. So that is where we have our SMEs, subject expert matters, like Dr. Ndemo Vitange, the person who I think most of the people from Kenya kind of know, is also one of our members, and we are glad he believed in our dream. And we also have Mr. Fred Machoka. I don't know anybody knows Uncle Fred Machoka. Roga is also a member, and for those who can be able to come tonight to our event, you should be able to see him live. Will be from the ranch. So the circle here is for savings and credits, and then we have the investment arm where we solely deal with the investment. Because of the regulation, the circle has to only be limited with the borrowing and just saving. But there is investment there, but that is minimal to non-risk products. But on the investment section, we can invest in anything so long as it's legal. And the beauty of that is the pooled in resources. We are able to use other people's money, meaning like our sister here from the bank. We have to go to them and tell them, hey, we have a proposal here. We want to start our own gated community. How can you help us? They will ask us the paperwork, the proposal. They'll go down and check and see everything is okay before they lend us that money, or they can actually finish up the project, hand over the key to us after we have met their requirement. So that is how kind of we do on the investment. There are so many things we're doing on the investment. I cannot be able to speak right now and finish. plus I have to get authorization because that is members' information that I may not divulge. Yeah, so the Grand Granite welcomes you tonight. We are having a cultural night. We are here to share our heritage, where we came from. We eat together, to furahie. And then from there, we're going to have the AGM that is now doing the business for the circle. The first half of the event is going to be the circle, and the second one is going to be for the investment arm. So any information that you will need to know more about our circle, it can be given that time. Ask the question, come eat, listen, and hey, we can share together. So God gave me a talent. I can talk till morning. So somebody has to, as Pastor said, my father is Pastor Moronya. Those who know him, he really speaks. Yeah. And then from there, my grandfather is the late Pastor Abel Nyakundi. I don't know if you guys know him. So at least the talking is coming from there. So let me carry it here and give.
So when is the AGM? AGM is not tonight.
No, we have the cultural night tonight. That is 6:25, starting from 6 p.m. going all the way to 2 a.m. But we'll be leaving around 1 so we can clean the place. Yeah, we are godly people. We want to make sure we leave the place clean as we found it. And then from there we have the AGM, which is July the 3rd. That's going to be a Sunday, from morning up to evening. We'll be leaving at 8. I'll make sure Pastor has gone home safe before I leave. Benin is the indigenous here. So that is what is going to happen this week. We'll be seeing around us here all the time. Madam Julia here, we are trying to organize to see that we can have a day for our sponsors. Because she said she want to make sure we are doing things right. It's not only us. There's so many things that she's doing. Equity Bank started, that is a testimony for all the financial institutions. It started like something
Building
small.
Society in a village.
In a village.
Yeah.
Right now we are the biggest in East Africa, and now going to the rest of Africa. It's a very good story.
It is. Yes. So who better can hold our hands than Equity? Of course, we have other banks, but their story really relates to us. They started small. We was also starting small, but we want to be not where they are, but next to where they are, if there is that English. So, Pastor may have to give you back the baton, otherwise remember my talent. I'll keep talking.
I just felt that we need to know about this Grand Granite Circle. So if you are not a member, and if you are moved that you want to be where your people are, you can also join that circle.